Hey.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome back to Scrambled podcast. My name is Miguel.
Hello. I'm Nancy.
She's Nancy. And right now we are streaming live on Facebook to hawk our podcast out.
We're trying a thing.
Yeah.
Guys, go check out the first and second episodes on YouTube and
iTunes. If you have an iPhone, iTunes. If you have an Android phone, we're on SoundCloud.
It probably sounds like I'm peeing.
It's okay.
I'm not peeing, guys.
She's not peeing. She's the opposite of peeing. She's pouring herself a drink. For anyone watching on YouTube's later, we recently invested in some audio equipment.
The glow up. I don't know if you can see it in its full glory, but it's majestic. Miguel made a financial investment, and this is why we sound so good.
So good.
This whole episode's going to be ASMR.
Butter.
I have some Fritos in my backpack, and I'm going to eat them really crunchy like, and it's going to be delicious. Don't make it weird.
Oh, the cat's like watching us.
I know. He's like, I like that mic.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Scratch it later.
She'll live. Oh, she better not. I caught her earlier. I told you I caught her earlier panning at it.
And we're like, hello. Okay. Okay. So do you have like a specific like topic that you want to cover?
Do I have a specific topic that I want to cover?
Like an overarching topic that we can come through to like keep us grounded.
To keep us grounded. To keep us from straying away from the light.
For mercy of post-production Nancy.
I know. So
I should have screenshotted the timeline for the last one. It was pretty good. It's pretty epic.
Was it really?
Yeah. It was like the first one was really underwhelming, but the episode was really simple. It was like, hello, this is the Scrambled podcast, and this is what we are, and this is what we do.
Well, I think we've established ourselves in the last two episodes.
Yeah,
so.
we are completely irreverent and crazy.
Yeah. I think we have.
You're just gonna have to deal with it. In the second episode, we did have like a few things that we touched on.
Yeah.
But we stayed grounded. I think Chancla grounds us.
Yeah, Chancla is our grounding thing.
Yeah, and for those in the chat, and everywhere else, La Chancla is a segment that we do from the beginning of the podcast, or since the beginning of the podcast. It's kind of just like something that we're not feeling, something that we deserve should have negative attention brought to it.
Yeah, honestly.
Something that deserves an ass whooping.
And this week I am taking a spin on it. I know it's a little early to be taking
That's
spins.
what you said.
That's what I said I was going to do, and we have to wait. You have to wait until the end to understand what it is.
That's what you said.
So.
Okay. So,
oh my god, I just realized I can make fart noises in HD.
What's your favorite fart noise? I have one. If you don't know that about yourself, I lose all respect for you.
But it's going to be like real gross and awful.
Okay. And you go in 1, 2, 3.
That one.
Okay, so that's your favorite. Do you have like a signature fart that you do?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Stealthy. It's
like a whisper, like a summer's breeze.
A whisper followed by a pucker.
Mine's like
oh my god.
That's not my favorite. That's
no.
that's what I put out into the universe. It's terrifying, but they don't smell bad. I smell bad as a person.
Sometimes.
But my farts don't smell bad.
It's funny because whenever I fart at work, they don't smell bad. But when I fart at home, it's like,
when I fart at work, I think it's my skin. It's so bad. And that's exactly the moment like you or anybody else is just like, Nancy, I have a question. And I'm just like, dude, I just farted. There was one time, and I'm going to keep her name in here because I'm going to mention it to her and she's going to watch it. There was one time that Perla, 10 seconds after I had just farted, walked into my area. She sits like right next to me, so she walked right into my area and she's like, oh, it smells so good. And I'm like, Perla, I just like giggled to myself for a few seconds, and I'm like, Perla, I literally just farted.
Oh no.
Like seconds ago, and it's too hilarious to keep to myself. She just started laughing.
Oh no. Well, that's just classic Perla. She's too nice to say anything mean.
My favorite fart though, it's like a moist, almost moist essence. Like
I know. That's true. That's very true. Oh, you know what? We can talk about what we were talking about prior to beginning filming, which is Beyonce.
Oh, Miss Beyonce.
Miss Beyonce.
Legendary.
More like Beyonce.
Have you? I hate you, but I appreciate that joke.
She truly is. I appreciate it.
In what sense? Let's just bring attention to something that was released in the past few weeks that she finally had twin babies. Are they twin?
They're fraternal, but not paternal, because it's one boy, one girl.
Okay.
Wait,
So not identical.
not identical, but
Not
they're
identical.
whatever paternal.
Paternal.
They're not identical, but they're twins.
Okay.
That's as far as I can really take that.
And it's Sir Carter
Sir and Rumi.
and Rumi.
Super cute.
Which is gonna bring a lot of unsolicited vagina jokes. I don't appreciate it.
I
Why are
feel
you
like
gonna
it's
do
gonna
that
be
to
Rumi
a
and
girl?
Michelle. She's gonna get those
Yeah.
from adults.
Michelle? Why?
Oh no.
Wait, what do you wait?
Rumi and Michelle's high school reunion.
What is that?
The movie Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Where like those two losers like rent a Camaro and they go to like their high school reunion and pull stunts on people in their car.
I like how
and
you
then
said,
they
like rent a Camaro.
they don't rent it. Like one of them pretends to have sex with a guy at like a car shop to like get him to loan it to her. Yeah, I know, it's really stupid. It's a really funny movie. They pretend to be the inventors of Post-its.
Oh, that's genius.
It
but
is.
wait,
but they like they get had the whole movie. Like they get dragged by like one of the losers from their high school class.
Was this like a straight to DVD that I missed?
I don't think so. I think it was in theaters. If I'm not mistaken, it was in
Rumi
theaters.
and Michelle. What was it? High school reunion?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Beyonce?
Yeah. What is there to not talk about? She's an icon. She's a star. She's a legend. Queen of not
Legendary.
announcing release dates on her albums and still hitting #1 on iTunes. Queen.
Speaking of number ones,
Queen of Forgiveness.
I'm deterioration, not deterioration. Determined. A word that means not being on topic. That
Deterring.
Okay, deterrence number 1. Have you listened? I think we talked about this briefly, but have you listened to any of Kesha's new songs?
Yes, and okay.
Can we talk about that?
Yes, we can.
Current events.
Yes.
Today in current events.
Yeah.
Kesha.
And let's go ahead now, since we are talking about it. It's going to be out of sequence for a little bit, but that's actually my chancla. I told you it was going to be like a spin on it. It's not bad.
Okay.
My chancla this week is Kesha Rose coming back, making her comeback in music.
Is that her last name, Kesha Rose?
I believe it's Kesha Rose something or other after that, but I mean, like, all we need to really know is Kesha Rose.
Dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign.
She's enough for me to, like, understand that.
Yeah.
How is that? Share it. Love it. Live it. Learn it. Enjoy it. Share it. I want other people to hear us. I think
yeah, we
we're
need
a
to
voice
pimp it
and we
out
need to
more.
be heard.
I think, honestly, I was waiting internally. I was waiting for the glow up
Yeah.
before I shared it. I think I've shared it on Twitter, like,
Okay.
I'm editing at Scrambled Podcast. Oh, yeah, we're on Twitter as well. Scramblecast?
Scramblecast.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sure.
But there's, like, no picture.
Yeah,
and
if
no
you look
tweets.
up Scrambled Podcast on Twitter, we'll be there. You'll see us. We don't have an Avi yet, but we will sooner or later.
Avi. That should be a celebrity name.
Kesha. So yes, she's made her musical comeback this year. She is somewhat free of Dr. Luke. She doesn't have to look at him anymore, which is great. He's still making some money off of her, I believe, but I mean,
Really?
yeah, I believe she couldn't be freed from the contract if I'm not mistaken, but she doesn't have to be around him. She doesn't have to interact with him.
What is the contract? Okay, so my understanding for the Kesha situation is, like, she had to record a set amount of albums
Yes.
with him
Yes.
for a certain amount of time,
Yes.
or either one of those,
Mm-hmm.
and then she couldn't record with anybody else or release her own music or be in charge. I mean, that's just being with a label, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't tie you specifically to a producer.
I think she was trying to also cut financial ties with him too, though. She didn't want him to make any money from her.
Oh, that's hard.
Like very principle of the matter type of thing that she was contractually obligated to, like, fulfill.
That's hard.
Yeah. I'm sorry if it's gross that I'm touching my feet.
Fuck that.
They're clean. I have really good feet.
You're
They're just a little thick.
I mean, I'm touching something else, but I can't touch that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
She's lying. I'm here. Me and my cat see it.
Oh yeah, we have a podcat.
We do.
She's chilling. She makes appearances every once in a while. She made an appearance in our last podcast, and it was super cute.
She is really cute. If you guys watch our podcast, you'd know that. That's my cat. Oh, it's like so rainbowy. That's weird. But yeah, that's my cat. She's super cute. Her name is Smooch. Wait. Like smooch, like kiss. That was so gross.
That's my other favorite kind of fart.
Oh, can you? Is that a thing?
I don't know. Wait, did you like? No. What do you mean? What are you talking? I feel like there's like an underlying context to your question.
I don't know.
There's like a fuzz on my mic, and I really want to like. That was me being extra. Sorry.
It's okay. You can be extra. It's allowed.
Okay. Back to Kesha. Now I can't stop staring at your cat. Wait. What did you mean?
I don't know. There you go.
I'm gonna let that go. Just I don't want to explore that topic because I feel like a lot of responsibility.
Wait,
on
so
me in
it's
that regard.
back to Kesha. So, regarding her, she's making a comeback, and I'm really proud of her for it. I'm really happy. I like her music. I like what she's been putting out. The only one I'm kind of like a ways about is Woman.
I haven't listened to the third one.
I listened to it yesterday, and it's okay.
It just came out.
It's very emotional because it's about learning to just let go.
That's what I've heard.
It's about forgiving him for like being a shithead.
Is it weird because I'm already over the Dr. Luke situation?
Yeah.
And I'm not like I don't feel like she should be, and I feel like it would have been weird if she didn't address it. But
Yeah,
like, how long do you think she's gonna address it for?
I think that this is gonna be a 1-album deal.
Me too.
And the entire album's not gonna be about that. I feel like the album's gonna be about coming back, forgiving him, and just realizing like how strong of a person she can be. I think that's what the album's gonna like. The underlying themes of the album is that's what's gonna be about.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
with some bangers.
Yeah. Because I'll be honest, let's go back to Beyonce for a second. If she writes Lemonade Part 2, I'd still listen to it, and I'd still bop it, and I'd still pay money twice on accident. I told you I bought it twice, right?
No.
I bought it twice. I bought the regular version, and then I didn't realize that it wasn't the deluxe version that I wanted.
Okay.
And I wanted like the discography.
Yeah.
So I wanted like everything. Because I was going to watch, my deal was I was going to watch the entire Lemonade film, the whole way through for every video, and then I was going to listen to each individual song as much as I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it's done.
Yeah. So I bought it twice, and I don't regret anything. That's just what I do. That's who I am.
If you have the songs in there twice, if you just put all of your album shit on shuffle, wouldn't it come on there twice?
Oh, it was like a journey. I had to like delete the first album off of my iTunes and make sure I didn't delete the deluxe version. It was like weird. It was a journey that I went on my own.
I have a personal problem with iTunes.
I do too. I have an iPhone and I have a problem with iTunes. I have a problem with Apple at this point. But we're not going to get into that. That's for the second podcast, not for this one.
That was episode 2.
That was episode 2. I hope that at some point when we have like 12 episodes, we can reference other episodes.
100% it's already happening.
Yeah, it is. I hope that we can. That'd be fun.
I'm excited for Kesha doing her comeback because I loved her.
Mm-hmm.
She was like an acquired taste, I feel. Because like she's very much like you either love her or you hate her, and you're either like 100% down with that or you're just not.
That's true.
Self-aware trash.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, because TikTok, I mean, it was a cute little bop for a while, but after a minute or two, it got really annoying.
Yeah, and like there was nothing like that out at the time.
Yeah.
So there was no like.
What was that album called? Animal?
Yes.
Animal was the first album, and then Cannibal was the second.
Yes, I like Cannibal.
I like Cannibal too. I thought Cannibal was a more refined animal. And it was meant to reach a wider audience. And speaking so seriously about it makes me feel like such an uber douche. But whatever. I know Animal was full of bops, but Cannibal was better, and you need to just get into it, girl. Sorry. I'm having way too much fun with this.
I know, me too. I just kind of want to like sit here and just like do this.
Just play with it. I love you, Beyonce, but this is what the podcast is going to be about. This is truly a scrambled podcast because we can't decide on anything. That's okay though. So yeah, this week my chancla was to do with Kesha and her rise back to fame, her recovery, her redemption, if you will. Now y'all wanted a twist. Yeah, that's a twist because my chancla was not something bad. It was something that was like, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's nice.
I co-sign. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Can we do that? I mean, there's no rule.
We can all agree that Warrior sucked.
Aww.
That's what my friend Kofi just said.
Aww.
Oh man.
What's it called? I liked Warrior.
I was not.
It wasn't the banger.
It was not
that we deserved.
Yeah. It was not.
But it's the one we got.
It's the one that. Yeah, it is the one we got.
I'm appreciative of what I get.
It's like saying you're telling your mom you want to go to McDonald's when you're in like elementary school, and she takes you to like Subway.
Oh, fucking bitch.
That's what it was. That's what Warrior was.
My chancla this week is all the times that I wanted like a nice home cooked meal and we were too broke and we just got like a tortilla with like beans and like a slice of cheese.
I was a picky eater as a child. To segue from that.
Really?
I was a really picky eater. My mom got to the point where she was like, I'm not making your ass food. You can just starve for a bit.
Yeah, my mom would say like, this is not a restaurant, bitch. You gotta eat what we got.
She's like, I'm not going to take it back to the chef. Wanna know why? Because I'm the goddamn chef. So.
Yeah, my mom would always be like nice. She would say, she would make like, if she made like enchiladas and stuff, like something that would be too spicy and I wasn't down for it, she would make like
sounds so good though.
A bland bean equivalent.
A bean equivalent. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, bean equivalent. That's a good stripper name.
Yeah. No.
And then
nuances.
Yeah.
The nuances. I can't handle this.
Beans.
I feel like I drank like 3 Red Bulls right now.
You do? We're real hype about this, guys. I'm sorry.
That's a really nice Le Chancla.
Yeah.
I have
thought
really
so.
depressing Le Chanclas, which we'll get into later.
Okay, cool.
Let's talk current events.
Current events. Sean Spicer left the White House.
Bye.
He quit, girl. He was like, I'm tired of lying for this man. I can't keep lying for him. I can't think of any more lies. I'm not a real housewife. I can't do this.
Oh,
you should look into hiring the one that lied about the woman with intentions to drug and rape the other girl. What is her name? Phaedra. He should hire Phaedra. Could you imagine a real housewife as the White House press secretary?
No, I can't.
So you just go come to my press meeting with a press meeting on a president with my press meeting on the president with a press meeting? You just gonna come to my press meeting like that?
All the news.
You're gonna come at me that way with that kind of question on this day in the press meeting?
All the news outlets would just be like,
Yeah.
We don't even know what to write because she just said the same 5 words over and over.
Yeah, exactly.
For someone who's not a Real Housewife aficionado,
Yeah.
like myself,
Mm.
how best would I approach that show?
How would you approach Real Housewives?
Yeah, what do I need to watch first? Who do I need to know first? Because I want to get down with the lady that flipped the table and called somebody a prostitution whore.
It depends on the state that you want to start with.
Drunk.
Drunk.
Not me, them, which I assume they all are.
Well,
I know there's an Orange County.
Yeah.
There's an Atlanta.
There's Atlanta, there's New York, and there's New Jersey.
New Jersey.
I think if you're into...
I want accents.
If you want to see people fighting, watch Atlanta. Like physical fighting.
No.
Not hair pulling, because hair pulling is what you're going to watch New Jersey for.
I want to see people like eating brunch, talking shit about the other person.
That's New York. We have a note from the pool. Beverly Hills is a good start, and Atlanta. Beverly Hills is also in...
Really?
Yeah. Beverly Hills is more like the it's like New York on Percocets. It really is. It's like New York without the vodka, replaced with more wine and like Xanax. Yeah.
What would be a good drinking game to play with?
Take a sip every time one of them takes a sip, because they're always drinking on that show. They like can't
That
hang out
sounds
with they
dangerous.
can't hang out with each other without being drunk. To be honest.
That sounds like a fun time. No, it's
Makes
probably really
sense.
awful. Okay, what's your favorite housewife derivative?
Derivative?
Yeah,
like what?
Atlanta.
Like I like Atlanta if only for the catchphrases. Go to bed, wig, like stuff like that. There was let me clarify.
Like got a better wig.
Let me provide context.
Okay.
There was a Watch What essentially Real Housewives has a recap show called Watch What Happens Live. And sometimes on Watch What Happens Live, they'll have like the person from that episode, like the key player from that episode, show up and they'll like give an interview and talk about stuff. And essentially, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a recap show, but I know they do have a lot. Like Watch What Happens Live has a lot to do with what Bravo has to provide to like the audiences. So they'll have a Real Housewife on and they'll take a live call, and it'll be from another Real Housewife that they have beef with. And there was one Watch What Happens Live episode with Nene Leakes where
That's where she's from.
her nemesis at the time, Kim, is that her name? Kim? Close your legs to married man, Kim. I think it was Kim.
I love that right now you're completely having a conversation with yourself and I'm just absorbing.
No, yeah. So that's the entire show itself.
Just a cesspool of
yes.
bitch.
Like none of them are really hearing each other. They're all just kind of talking at each other.
Yeah,
but
working on their response.
Yeah, but essentially, Kim decides to like go off on her while they're on the phone on Watch What Happens Live, and it's live. And
this is after the fact, like
this is like after the episode, months later, like way after filming. Like,
and they're still weird about it.
They're still weird about it, and essentially, Nene gets upset with Kim at one point and says, "Go to bed, wig. Bye, wig. Good night, wig." Because Kim is big, like famous for wearing a wig, I believe, for cancer treatment. And then after she was in remission, just decided to wear wigs all the time, like 24/7.
Yeah. And she just
why? Because she's sickening, and you can wear a wig if you want to wear a wig. It's your life. Live it.
I know.
I would if I didn't have to like, put all this under something.
If I didn't like already not want to put in the care of like brushing my hair,
yeah,
I would maintain wigs.
I think that's another reason why she did it. She was one of those rich ladies who just doesn't like to deal with that, because she also wore like nothing but pantsuits.
Yeah.
Just slip it on.
She's just like,
put everything on at once.
The pink one.
Yeah.
The light pink one.
My favorite one with juicy on the butt.
Yeah. Oh wait, like those pantsuits?
Oh, I mean like tracksuits. I'm sorry. She wore like tracksuits.
Oh, I thought you meant like business lady, business time.
All she did was wear tracksuits and like blazers if she had to dress up for a business meeting. Like blazers with jeans and like nude heels.
For a second, I had the visual of like a tracksuit with a blazer on top. That's great. I'm gonna go into my next job interview like that.
Yeah. Hi, speaking of job interviews, my old boss is watching us right now. Hi, Alex. Hello. Alex, you have an iTunes account. Download us on iTunes and listen to us. Please, thank you so much. Share us. I'm being shameless about this, okay? I want to be heard.
I bought a microphone.
I spent money for you to hear me in clarity. So please share. Please like, comment, and subscribe on iTunes.
Smash that notification.
How dare you? Don't bring her into this.
I love her.
Everyone likes
her. That's not her thing though. Someone else got that.
I'm certain.
It's from like someone who's an actual douchebag.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see her adopting.
And then everybody, like tears and tears of people that just do social commentary on that.
I'm gonna chew gum and hope it goes well. Can you hear me?
No.
Okay, cool.
Well, I'm also wearing these.
Oh, that's right.
So I can barely hear myself. I can.
That's
like,
true.
My nose, my like sound goes like right into the middle of my brain.
Really I did not like that diagram that you just drew out for me on your face. You like really dehumanized yourself with that.
Yeah.
You had notes.
But I forgot everything today. Can we talk about how my life is a mess for a second?
Yeah, we can.
It needs attention brought onto itself.
It really does.
That's it. My life is a mess. And I forget everything all the time. Yeah. Okay. So my chancla this week goes to, drum roll, please.
Okay. That's as close to a drum roll as I can get. Please go. It hurts.
Oh, sorry. My chancla goes to, I'm deciding literally on the spot. I was going to try to avoid this as much as possible, but it goes to our dear President of the United States.
Oh, it's going to go to him all the time, probably. I'm going to probably give him at least 6 within the next year. At least.
I really tried really hard. I have like other contenders.
Yeah.
But I
other
think
chicken tenders?
Yeah, I have other chicken tenders, but he really took the cake this time.
What did he do? Oh, I know what you're going to talk about.
Yeah. It's just, current events, state of affairs.
Yeah.
Apparently the person who's in charge of like military of defense, it has a specific name, I don't remember.
Secretary of Defense?
No.
Well,
the Secretary of Defense is on vacation too. Like he's literally on vacation. He's like
Trump was like, when it gets away.
He's like out to lunch. But yeah, it's like something staff. I don't know.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, we don't stand with his decision. Like there's been no communications.
This has nothing to do with us. This man wants that and he's gonna get that. Why? Because he's the leader of the free goddamn world.
He's like, yeah, like we've not been in communication.
This old white man did not stand behind that. This old white man didn't vote for that. This old white man was with her.
Just to lead away from my chunk, because that's what it goes to.
Okay.
We
can come back. I'm gonna come back to it.
Yeah.
You go ahead and stray.
Would you agree to not the ban itself, obviously, because that's ridiculous, but would you agree to taking Donald Trump's Twitter away, or would that be too far?
Well, I mean, they have the POTUS Twitter, so I would like for that Twitter to go dead until he's not president anymore.
But like, I kind of, even though it's messy and it's sloppy and it kind of oversaturates everything else that's going on.
Or at least you remove his fucking face from it. That way he's not the face of his Twitter.
You at least know what's going on in his head. Yeah. Imagine if he's just like screaming into a void or making moves behind the scenes. That's kind of terrifying to me. Yeah. That's scary.
This came out of like fucking nowhere.
Yeah, completely.
And if you don't live in the US, what we are talking about is if you don't know what we're talking about, what? Because it's like all over the news everywhere. There's a transgender military ban, a ban in the military that essentially keeps transgender people from becoming part of it.
Well, it was just like an announcement. It's just like he just like had like a 4-part announcement saying we literally can't make the expense to have transgendered individuals in the military,
which is fucking bullshit.
It really is. I saw like a statistic, and I didn't cross-reference
About the
this.
Viagra thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too.
This is my problem with the Twitter thing. It's like, okay, go for it. Say whatever you have to say. It's probably not going to pass or go into effect, but just have something to back it up. That's my problem with him. It's just like, he didn't refer to the people that are already serving.
Yeah.
The people that are in midst of possibly like medical treatment.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Like, that's fucked. Like, those people are in the mix. Like,
Yeah.
they're in the military.
And they've already been serving.
And they're serving your fucking country.
They're doing what your ass isn't.
They're serving what you avoided 5 times.
Yeah. They're letting him sit pretty in orange like 24/7. And he's like, sorry, girl, none for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, snatch back. That's mine. Sorry.
So that's my chancla this week. It goes to that because that was just completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
And people were pulling the receipts from like exactly a year ago where he was just like, I'm going to stand by the LGBTQ community.
Oh my God, Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, yeah.
You said you'd stand up for us. Call me. She said it in a tweet and in a video.
Oh, she did a video?
She made a video of her very pissed off in her kitchen. Clearly making whoever the fuck is still friends with her film her.
Oh.
On a very high quality camera. She was just basically saying everything she said in her tweet and was like, call me. We'll talk about this. Because you know how Caitlyn Jenner's just going to save everyone.
I mean, I'm waiting.
I'm waiting too. Yeah, girl, TikTok.
Have you seen that memes like, thank you for everything you've done? Not you.
Oh, yeah.
The trans community.
Yes, and she's right in the middle. She's the not you. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
They do that for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I've
They
seen
do that for Taylor Swift.
I've seen it for
Yeah.
Taylor in the middle, and I'm just like,
honestly,
I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I love that Taylor put her songs on Spotify again the same day that Katy Perry put her
album Witness, which is honestly trash. I saw Witness. I heard Witness. I didn't see anything. I saw the Witness live thing that she did on YouTube, which was fucking garbage. And she basically filmed herself for like 3-4 days, like live on, and streamed it on YouTube
for 72 hours.
Yeah,
like straight.
Yeah,
pooping.
Yeah, just like living her life. She had a therapy session. She invited Liza Koshy to hang out. Like,
and she's from Houston. Represent.
Yeah, I know. She did like this thing where she'd invite like influencers to her house, but then also invite her friends and not pay very much attention to the influencer.
Oh.
Even though it's like, bitch, I'm only here so you can get my tweets and my fans to watch you. So
yeah, that's true.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge the influencer in the room. That's gonna be like a very millennial thing. It's not gonna be the elephant in the room. It's gonna be the influencer in the room.
I saw that she was doing a lot of makeup tutorials with a lot of influences.
That's true.
Media, beauty gurus.
She's doing with Patrick Starr, right?
Yeah, that was cute.
Did her makeup. Patrick Starr's cute.
He's cute.
Like
he's just like your auntie.
Yeah, and his brothers are super cute, and I like how he always takes them on vacation with him.
Yes,
when he like has vlogs and stuff and videos, they always go on vacation with him. I think that's cute. But what
Witness? So you didn't.
It's.
Do you have like a favorite bad song?
Let me just pull it up on Spotify really quick.
I haven't listened to anything, but just from the singles that she's released, we had this conversation slightly before. The swish. The swish.
What did I say? Would you say squish?
Squish. Because we were writing back because my life is in shambles and I forgot the fucking camera to record our podcast.
She did.
I showed up. I was like, I'm here.
Yeah.
With just some lights and some cables.
You did.
And my spirit.
No, so Save As Draft is honestly a song name. Yeah. So I liked Bon Appetit.
Okay.
I
did not.
I did. It took a couple listens, which honestly, a song shouldn't have to take a couple listens for me to actually fucking like it.
Sometimes it does. Greenlight did that to me.
Greenlight, yeah.
Which, by the way, can we talk about Lord's album?
Because let's just like not talk about Katy Perry at all and talk about Lord's album. How does that sound?
Swish doesn't bother me that much. I just don't like what you said, the pandering to like the gay community.
Yes,
because it's just like every tagline
very
from RuPaul's
obvious
Drag
that
Race.
It's like Vogue music.
Yeah,
and it's like we already have that. Like we don't need that from you.
Obviously, she has good songs.
Yeah,
but I feel like she like picks like the hot thing at the moment.
Yeah, she's also very late to the party all the time.
Yeah, because
politically
she's
and
like,
musically.
Because she's watching. She's like watching.
She's observing and trying to figure out what is okay for her to say
and what's cool.
Yeah,
and I'm just
which is honestly very like, hey youngsters, what you up to?
Yeah,
and I don't like that.
Yeah,
it's like when your dad tries to be cool with you in front of your friends.
And it's not like anything about age or like her age at all.
It's to do with just very like not in tune with everyone else.
Yeah,
she's not.
It's like
I'm
the
way
try
up
hard.
here and she's way down here.
Yeah.
Like I don't appreciate how behind she is, because Madonna isn't like that. Madonna's very just like, I like this and I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have fun, and it's still gonna be somewhat relevant when it comes out. So have fun.
Yeah. She'll throw in like a tagline here and there, like a word.
Yeah.
Or like something in a video.
Exactly.
It'll say lit on her jacket or something.
Yeah.
And you're just like, Madonna. But it's not like plastered all over her album or one of her singles or anything like that.
Yeah, which I like. But Katy Perry is very much like trying to pander to what she already knows that's relevant to us. But what she doesn't realize is that we can change our minds very fast. So she's always late to the party in my eyes.
I love like Thinking of You. That's a good song.
That's an old song.
That's the thing is like it's timeless.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what is it about? It's like I'm cheating on you, kind of.
Yeah. But
I'm thinking about you.
Yeah. No. What's that one song where the one that got away?
Yeah.
I liked the video for it because when you go through a breakup and you just shave your head and join the army.
Oh my god! Why do you do that?
What do you mean?
I almost spilled like red Gatorade.
What?
Yeah, casually. Yes, but that's like everybody does like a military video every once in a while. But that's also like timeless. It's just like a love song about.
It's gonna be relevant for a while.
It's like it doesn't like what?
Yeah.
What's the swish? What's the swish?
I know what a swish is, but I don't need her to tell me.
What's a swish? Oh, like a drink?
Swish, swish, fish.
Oh,
that kind of crap.
I don't get it.
Because it's like a club song. Do you get it? Swish, swish. Yeah.
I'm late to this.
It's about like getting fucked up with your friends and hanging out. But yeah, swish, swish, fish. Lord, can you get on this please so she can stop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So green light.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't like it the first. That's like the thing. It's like some songs do take a few listens to grow on you.
You have to take the time to sit down and listen to it.
And envelop you in a warm embrace. And honestly, I think I benefited from you schooling me on what the lyrics meant because I hadn't bothered.
Oh, about it. You didn't know it was like about a breakup?
Because I just didn't listen to the words. I was just like, I watched the video and that's already like a lot happening.
Oh, she just flails.
Yeah.
But I
love.
I live.
That's me. That's me in the club. Yeah. It's like, Nancy, you had 4 drinks. I don't care. I can dance.
If we went to the club, honestly, it'd be a tornado.
I have an alter ego.
I don't. I'm just stupid.
I am my alter ego.
I am my alter ego, honestly. I am my saboteur. I am my alter ego. There's no United States of Terra. This is a country and we're all waving flags. Like,
I listened to her first album, and it was great, but I only listened to it a few times and I was really high. But the second one, I like listened to it when it came out and I was like, yay, green light. And then all the other songs are good. Liability.
Oh, I'm fucked up. Have you seen her SNL performance of it where she's like sitting down next to the pianist and just like singing it?
No.
It's even more sad.
Really?
Yes.
The song spoke to me. It's so great. I love that song.
Sad.
And then there's another good one. I really don't know the names of them.
Oh, the one where she talks about, I bet you'll rue the day you left a writer?
You kissed a writer in the dark.
Yeah, that one fucked me up. And it's true. I mean, she honestly, though, is just admitting to what Taylor Swift has hinted at for like years.
Yes.
So at least she's just fucking saying it. And at least she's not naming names and saying that she's going to call people gay.
That's true.
Yeah. I live for Lord exposing your faves, like Diplo.
Without you even knowing that it's happening. Nope. You have to listen to the song like 3 times over and you're just like,
oh,
was that Shane?
Yeah. Is that a read? Have you ever listened to Marina Diamonds?
Like the hit.
You should listen to her newest album. She has a song about Ellie Goulding fucking her ex-boyfriend and calling her a backstabber.
There's too much hate in
the
this
song's
world.
called Better Than That. And the song is her singing to her ex being like, you're better than that.
Can we have a ballad for Ellie Goulding's just arms? Because it's just gold.
Something about her, I just don't like her voice. She sounds like she's recovering from a cold. Perpetually. Like, I don't understand her voice.
I like
but nobody understands mine, so I guess
I like the Let It Burn song, or Burn, whatever.
I don't know any of her discography.
And Starry Eyes.
She's like a squintier Taylor Swift to me.
Which is like an early one. I like The Beat.
The only people I fucks with from Taylor's crew are like Selena, Barely, and Lord.
How do you feel about her fetish song?
It's whack. And why is Gucci Mane there?
Because he's everywhere. He's herpes.
Gucci Mane? Is it man or Mane?
Mane. Gucci. Can the
Gucci
youths
Mane.
tell us? Can the youths vote
Is it Gucci
below?
Mane or Gucci Man?
Thumbs up if it's Gucci Mane. Thumbs up if it's Gucci Man.
Yeah.
You have no other options.
That's it. But yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. I don't understand why he's in that fetish video at all. I also don't understand the video itself.
Yeah, it's just hilarious.
But I like that video was like,
that's cute.
Yeah, it was cute, but it's not the same as her prior videos where there's always like a cool twist.
I'd rather
like she's a stalker in that one video, and then
I'd rather not see her in a really bad wig, to be honest. I'd rather just see her teeth.
That's true. She's really pretty.
But her wigs, dude.
Her wigs are fucking whack. She just has a small head, I think.
They're wiggity.
They're
whack.
Nancy.
Mom. My camera couldn't even take that joke.
The camera's like, I'm done.
It's just like, I'm fucking out of here.
I'm dying.
Fuck you and fuck this shit. I will not be a part of this narrative.
It's true.
Yes, I do like her concepts of her music videos, but it's just the wigs. It takes me out of the narrative.
That's true. She has a small head.
Make some small ass wigs. Make some baby wigs.
Baby wigs.
Make some Dora the Explorer wigs.
Oh my god. Could you imagine if she got on like stage with like a Sia wig that was super short?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She probably did it.
And just lip saying. Because that's what she does. I appreciate Selena Gomez, but she is a lip syncer.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
I stand by.
Like, it's fine. I'm okay with that.
I stand by that she's the Jennifer Lopez, Britney Spears of it.
Have you seen that like video of the fans and they're like, I love Mariah and blah blah blah, and the other girl's like, I love Jennifer Lopez, and she's like, J-Lo can't sing, and she has like a sign that says Jennifer Lopez can't sing.
Dang.
Yeah.
But that's the thing I love about Jennifer Lopez. So she's like that I love about Jennifer Lopez. She's just like, I don't care if I can't sing. I'm gonna do it anyways. But she's also doing a million jillion other things.
She has a residency in Vegas. She's fine.
Yeah.
Or she had one. Does she still?
I think right now she's doing her show. I don't think she has it anymore.
She has a show.
She had it for a second. Yeah, it's like a talent show.
Oh, I thought you meant like a reality show because I'd watch that.
No, that would be cool.
It would be cool.
I
just don't want that fucking Casper dude in it. I don't care for him.
No, she has a dancing show, like Dance Till You're Dead or something on NBC really or either, some shit. But she has like her fucking cop show. She does have her cop show. Her Vegas thing.
Yeah.
She has her this fucking bullshit. She just released a Spanish song for something with the fucking yellow ass dress that's like blowing in the wind. I was just like, yes,
good for her. Yes, at this point, she's like what, 50 now?
Approximately 52, I think.
Yeah. Okay. At this point, she's just.
But she looks like she's my age.
Yeah, let me.
She moisturizes. I love J-Lo though. She's great.
At this point,
Enough. The movie Enough. My God.
Oh yeah. Is that the one where she fights the guy to death?
Yeah, it's the fucking
she
best thing
jams
she's
his cell phone signal. I want one of those.
Why?
I want to Gone Girl somebody. I mean,
I'd rather enough somebody than Gone Girl somebody.
You'd rather just fucking murder them instead of fake your own murder?
She did not murder him. She just slept him around a little bit.
That's true. No, she killed him.
I mean, he died.
She kicked him off of a second story onto a coffee table. And he died.
What movie does that not happen in?
That's true. Obsessed. It happened in Obsessed. She fell from the second story onto a coffee table.
Yeah.
And her ass tried to get up.
Is it even really a movie if a coffee table doesn't break? The glass coffee table doesn't break?
That's true.
It's really not.
Yeah. You think they're always rich people too. You think they'd learn from the movies. But anyways, yeah, at this point, Jennifer Lopez's job is just to look super fine and super glowy and brown and just live her life on stage and be bad at her career. That's fine. I accept it. I've accepted that. I'm at peace with that. I'm at peace with the fact that she's a glorified influencer.
I'm subscribed.
Yeah.
I'm subscribed.
Sure.
To everything that J-Lo does.
Do you have notifications though?
No.
I'll catch it when I catch it.
I just check in every once in a while and just be like,
so what's she up to?
What's J-Lo doing?
What's Lo up to?
Why is Drake in there?
Why was Drake in there? Can we talk about that?
Why not?
Why was he there?
Why not? That's my mentality. If I were Drake
is honestly like the Captain Save-A-Ho of rap music right now.
Captain Save-A-Ho?
All of his songs are about like making girls stop like being strippers, and he really is. He does. That's all he does.
He has like 20. I haven't listened to a full album since like 2014 because there's like 20 of them since then.
It's true.
Like every 2 weeks there's a new Drake album and it's like 20 songs long. Views, yeah. I didn't catch one. I caught the like Spanish. Do
you have a favorite lyric from Drake?
No,
this has been like the music podcast.
I can't retain them. I can't retain.
That was my favorite chorus from his second album. But I think mine is that a world tour on your girls tour?
Oh yeah,
When he
that
was like beefing
moment.
with Meek Mill, and Meek Mill was like, "I think you wrote that lyric." Because the whole thing was like he accused him of not writing his own
Having a
music.
ghostwriter. Yeah.
Which honestly, if you're a ghostwriter, then no one's going to know that you wrote it.
Yeah.
So that's the whole purpose.
You're like
so
a 14-year-old in your bedroom
yeah,
writing lyrics.
It's never going to get proven. But
proved.
It ain't gonna get proved. Who's your favorite artist right now?
To be honest, I don't think I have one. I think if I had to say, probably Lorde. That's the album that I've just
Lorde
been.
I was obsessed with that album when it first came out, but it's been a few months.
Yeah.
It's like what?
I have like a delay when it comes to music. I really don't.
You really do.
Up.
You still haven't listened to Carly Rae Jepsen, have you?
I mean, do you want an answer?
Nancy, you're supposed.
I'm opposed to. I know. It's because like I really just do listen to albums. Like right now, I really haven't been listening to music. As weird as that sounds, I've been listening to. Weird. I know, and I hate being that person. It's like, oh, I just don't really listen.
I don't
to
know
music.
what that is.
No, not that bad. I've been living in the same room for.
I've been under a rock for
years.
17 years. It just came out. What's that in your hand? A phone. What's that? Like, it's really weird.
Yeah,
that you just start listening to music.
Well, that's because I think I've really been obsessed with the RuPaul podcast.
Oh, that's right. Have you just been listening to that nonstop whenever you drive?
Yeah, and that's really when like I'll listen to music when I take a shower.
Okay.
Or I'll listen to a podcast when I take a shower. Mostly it's music. And when I drive, which isn't very often, because I don't got nowhere to go, and I'd rather lay in bed instead. And usually I'm just like watching like beauty YouTube videos because I really need to learn how to blend my eyeshadow.
I feel so weird when I'm at the gym and I watch like a beauty YouTuber, and I know other people are watching what I'm doing.
Really?
Yeah, because like if you're standing next to someone at like at a treadmill and they start watching a video, like I know I peer over and look at them, so I would only assume they do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that like if I'm watching like a Tati video,
yeah,
and she's literally just trying on one item of makeup for 10 minutes straight,
yeah,
and talking about it, it's
real
weird.
Sticky.
Yeah, it's kind of sticky. It's not as pigmented as I'd like. It kind of ran right
Kiss
off my
proof.
eye. Yeah, that
it sounds so ridiculous when we describe it, but I love it. I can't
live for it. Yeah.
I can't stop.
Do the kiss test. You better call James and make him come in.
Yeah.
Do that kiss test on that weird mustached man.
Yeah.
Your husband has such a weird mustache.
He's like a Ken doll.
He is.
He's like a Ken doll.
But he dresses like he shops only in Lucky Brand. He does. Like he looks like all of his pants have been professionally hemmed.
Yeah.
They probably took 2 weeks to get hemmed after he bought them. All of his jeans were like investments. That's what he looks like.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You do you.
Treat yourself. Do something nice for you.
What's your last treat yourself moment?
My last treat myself moment: buying headphones.
Buying the glow up of the podcast.
Well, this was actually a fairly like cheap setup. Like you saw how much it
cost. It's great.
It was decent.
I like it.
I like it too. I'm a big fan. I can't wait to listen back to this and see how it all sounds.
I know. Editing is going to be so amazing.
You're going to be like, I can hear every single time
I can't hear the air.
You'll probably hear like a little something.
We'll probably hear a little bit of air, mostly of me going.
Yeah. In other news, my cat has completely given up on us. She's not even looking out the window at this point. She's just like asleep. Mooch.
Have you had... Oh, it looked like a little wave. Oh, my heart.
Nancy fucking lives for my cat, you guys.
It's so cute. Only because my sister's cat is a fucking nightmare.
She always does that too with that arm.
Have you catnipped her?
You think they're so intelligent? Oh, I catnip every one of her toys. I let it soak for about a week before I give it to her.
Soak?
Like I put it in a bag of catnip.
Like the toy. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh. And when she gets it, like as soon as it touches her paw, she like smells her paw, and then she just doesn't stop licking it for an hour before she actually touches the toy.
It's like raw. There's no fur left on
It's like a
it
raw
looks like a little red popsicle.
Yeah, literally. But
Lollipop.
yeah, she likes catnip. It does something for her.
Yeah.
Catnip,
like who the fuck discovered that? Cats. Like who the fuck discovered that?
Because it grows. You can grow it.
How much time do you have on your hands? You're just like, let me put my kitty by this plant. Let me put my kitty by this plant.
I bet you anything someone's cat just like jumped in their garden and always stayed in that one place.
Probably.
You know what I mean? And someone was like, what the fuck is that? This is dillweed. Oh, cats love that shit.
Yeah.
Like, something like that probably. That's how I assume it went.
So,
Yeah.
I want to jump on something that you said that was very prominent a few minutes ago.
What was it?
It's just the Katy Perry thing, where you go through a bad breakup
Oh.
and just join the military, because I thought that was a great line. Have you had, and I only mentioned this because I heard it in the Rue podcast, they were talking about breakups. Have you ever had a really bad breakup that you had to like repair and like reassess after?
I've never had. Do I look like the type of person who lets men affect my life?
And that's the end of the Scrambled podcast.
No, I've always thought of it as like funny when guys try to like play me. Like
how do you know? Like, okay, this is my problem. I don't know what the fuck's going on half of the time. I'm just like, yeah, I'm here. So,
well, I think I'm a decent person in a relationship, and if someone does something to me that's like fuck shit, I know that it's like fuck shit, and I call them out on it, or I just like drop them completely.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I know I deserve better than that, so I'm not going to do that with myself.
Yeah. What's an example? I think I just got there.
I actually have a really good one. And I actually have an instance where I was up to something, where I did something kind of fuck shit, and then I also had someone do something fuck shit to me, if you'd like.
May I have the definition of fuck shit, please?
Fuck shit. Like,
can you use it in a sentence?
Something like, I don't have time for your fuck shit. Like that.
So something that's just like shady.
Something that's not necessary. Inconsiderate, selfish, stupid, asinine, that kind of thing.
Cool, yeah.
So, a time that someone did something fuck shit to me, I was dating a guy who did not have a car, and it was when I was still riding a bike all the time before I had a car. And at one point, I broke my clavicle leaving a date from him. I was like hanging out with him, and I was leaving, coming home.
Okay.
And honestly, it was my fault. I like went over a speed bump, wasn't paying attention, landed on this shoulder. Long story short, I broke my clavicle, had to like put it in a sling, and I couldn't ride my bike for like ever. It took me forever to get back on my bike too. I was super scared of it. But I was doing that, and then he like Skyped me one day and was like, when are you gonna come over? When are you gonna come hang out? And I'm like, I literally can't even get on a bus right now.
Yeah.
And he was like,
and he knew that.
He knew that. And he just like dropped me. And was like, oh, well, if you can't come over and hang out, then whatever. And he was like older than me too.
Did he say that, or did he like
He didn't say anything. He was just like, so am I just supposed to like stop dating you now? And I was like,
wait, can I have a time frame? Was this like a year? Like, when was this? How old were you?
Like
how old
was
he?
When I was working at like Krispy Kreme.
Oh, okay.
This was like,
can we tell the people when that was?
I honestly don't remember. It had to at least have been like 2011 or 12. Because I was like 19, 20 when I was dating this person. We went on like 5 dates, and we were like pretty invested because it was over the span of like 2-3 months. And like we just kept in conversation a lot because we both worked, and then we finally had time to meet up and hang out. This was like an online thing. Now, that was one instance where someone did fuck shit things to me. But I kind of sort of did something fuck shit to someone. I dated a guy, and essentially what happened was let's say we went on like 2 dates, I think, prior to me doing this. So we went on a date. He drove like like a Lincoln. He drove like a fancy little sedan. And
I used to think Lincolns were the fanciest thing. Like
I always associate them with old people.
I thought they were like the fanciest. I would always see them downtown. And it probably was a bunch of old geezers, but like I couldn't see them because the windows were so tinted.
No. I'm petting my cat, sorry.
Okay, so you did something fuck shit?
Yeah.
He drove a Lincoln?
He drove a Lincoln, and I knew that he had like I knew he was like in between jobs, and he went from like a very professional job where he made like quite a bit of money to whatever he was doing now, which was trying to like start a food truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So that happened, and we went on about 2 dates. After 2 dates, there was one night where he picked me up and he said, hey, we have to drop off my roommate somewhere. I hope you don't mind. He doesn't have a car like you don't. So I want to like pick him up at my apartment, take him to work, and we can have our date. And I was like, oh, fun.
Okay.
Where are we gonna go eat? Like, I'm just like, I'm hungry. So I was all about just like trying to get some nachos in my body. He was a nice guy too. I still kind of talk to him a little bit. Like, I'm still kind of friends with him. And I don't think he'd mind me telling you this. I don't thought maybe he'll never hear it, who knows. But we get to his house, he picks up his roommate. His roommate's like, oh, sorry, let me just put on my shoes, I'll be right out. And we come into the apartment, we hang out for a little bit, we sit down, and his roommate's like, I'm ready. And he's like, okay, I'll go down, let me just get something from my room, we'll go up. So he comes out of his room, and his roommate comes back inside, and he's like, your car's gone. And I was like, what? What's going on? Did someone just steal your car? And he was like, oh, my car got repossessed while we were waiting to like pick up his roommate and take him to his job, and his roommate was like, I have $2, I'll just grab the bus, bye. Because like he knew that he was on a date, so he like left me there with him. He was like, I'm gonna let y'all figure this out because I don't want to be part of this awkward situation. So what he does is he doesn't panic because he like already knew that it was gonna happen, which I don't think it was ever talked about on our prior dates that like he didn't even have the money to afford his car. I thought it was like a paid off car already or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, you don't just like, I feel like you wouldn't just bring that up.
Yeah. And but I knew he was in between jobs, and I knew he was like working at like a restaurant or something at that point.
Hard.
Yeah, it was really hard.
That's ugly.
And me being the person that I was just like, okay, well, I'm still hungry. I don't want to be here with you anymore because this is really awkward. So I like I used to like always, before I got my car, I used to always have like bus money in the back of my phone just in case to keep a bitch humble. And
that's smart.
I still have the transit app on my phone.
Really?
Yeah, because you just never know.
You really don't. You should always PSA, always know your bus routes.
Yes. But yeah, I basically was like, you know what? I have $2 right here, just like your roommate did. I have money to my name, and I gotta go. So I left. And
did you literally just peace out, or did you just like?
I stayed there for like half an hour, 45 minutes, and then I was like, I don't want to spend my night here.
So what did you like say?
What?
What did you say?
I told him, I was like, he was like, he started to call his mom and talk to her about how his car got repossessed and just like talk about life.
So he was just like.
No, we were like sitting down talking to each other, and he did that, and I was just like, I don't want to be here. Like, this is not like a time for me. This is like something and like
you're handling business, and this is something really personal.
In hindsight, someone told me, they were like, you shouldn't have left him there. What if he was suicidal? And I was like, first and foremost, I barely knew him. Second and foremost, like, he's a grown man. He should like not let a car being repossessed like dissuade him from like being able to, you know, keep his life in check.
Yeah, and if you're running from the repo, you like, you know.
Yeah. So like I was just like, no, he wasn't fucking suicidal. He knew damn well that car was going to get taken back. I just didn't know it was going to be on our goddamn date.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to be there. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I was like, I think at this point I was like 21, like 19 to 21. And I was just like, it's like 7 o'clock on a Saturday and the sun is going down, buddy. I will be elsewhere. I will catch my dick elsewhere. Sorry, I'm not like about this. Like, neither of us have a car.
So what was the conversation after this situation?
After this, I did apologize for saying that I left, and he's like, no, it's fine, I get it, you know, a weird situation, sorry you had to deal with it. And I was like, don't apologize to me. You apologize to Lincoln. But that was a weird situation for him more than it was for me, because I wasn't the one getting something repossessed. But that being said, it was the time that I did something fuck shit to somebody else, because I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I wasn't mean about it. I was super sweet. I was like, you know, super nice, super polite about it. I was like, listen, this sounds like something you gotta deal with. I don't want to like get in the honestly, I don't want to be present during this point in your life, because I don't like not have things together. Yeah. I have like somewhat of my shit together, so you should be doing the same.
Yeah, 21's very much like before you fuck anything up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you're on the cusp.
He like started having this conversation like, oh, well, I guess I'll just file for bankruptcy soon, so that way, like, you know. And I'm just like, 2 donuts or $1.98. Like, I didn't like, what do you like? He was a little older than me, so at that point I was like, what do you talk to someone older than you about? I was one of those like younger people. Yeah. But yeah, that was the time I did something fuck shit to somebody.
I don't think that's very fuck shit. See, like, that's my problem. In that situation, I would have probably stayed. The thing is, like, you didn't know him for long. Like,
because I know my worth.
How long would you say you knew him at that point? Like 2 months? Did you say?
At least a month.
At least a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Or like,
I was like, it was like during the winter time where I love taking walks. So like, it was during the winter time, and I didn't mind being out, but like that was the time that I liked to be out. So it was like, I'm making investments in time on my days off from work to like spend time with you. Don't waste it. Yeah. So that's like what was my mindset at the time, and it still kind of is. Yeah. If I spend time with somebody, it's like, if I'm not working and I'm not getting paid to be here and I'm doing this out of my own free will, don't waste my fucking time. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. And that's, I think, to be honest, that's probably why I don't go out a lot, is because I'm like, I'm not going to waste time and money on like things that I find to be like pointless at this point, because like my friends know that I love them, and they know that I'll make the time to hang out with them if I haven't seen them in a long time. But That's how I am about
Don't come at
things.
me with some bullshit.
Yeah, like don't like before you invite me somewhere, think, am I gonna be wasting Miguel's time with this?
Well, it's just like the thing. It's also like you have to kind of compartmentalize your friends. I've
Yeah.
noticed like with some people, like you, what they like is not necessarily like what a group of people would like
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like something like that. So you really would want to just like if you want to spend quality time with them,
Yeah.
you want to cater to something that you'll enjoy and they'll enjoy, and then both
Definitely.
people will enjoy their time.
Yeah.
Instead of doing some bullshit that nobody's gonna like, and then it's just kind of a waste of a time. But in that situation, I probably would have stayed, even knowing the guy just for 1 month, just to kind of be like, oh well, at least I was there for this person. But like, I think I'm barely navigating out of that space. Like our generation is like having this realization early on, like a lot more early on, like at 19.
And people take it as
18.
like us being inconsiderate, but it's really just like we're just trying to be honest with ourselves.
Yeah, and honest with other people, and like literally, like which
honestly I've been from day one.
Yeah, and
I've never sugarcoated anything. I think in front of you.
Yeah, I think I'm like I said, just like navigating out of that space like right now, because it's a byproduct of realizing, oh, honesty is 100%
the best policy.
So much easier than having to like not even like lie, because it's never about that. It's like about being so considerate about the other person's feelings that you put yourself second or third or fourth or fifth. And I know people that are like that. Like it's really like ingrained in like Mexican culture, where like your fucking abuela or your tia or your mom is in the kitchen making dinner for everybody else, and she's eating on the counter while everybody's feasting, and just like
that's really true.
She starts washing dishes before she's even done with dinner, and I'm just like, it's kind of like ingrained.
Yeah, that's how I think I was maybe in high school, where I was very much like a people pleaser.
Yeah,
but then like midway that's how I was in middle school, and then I realized that wasn't getting me anywhere because I was like still getting bullied. So it was like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I want. Why? Because I like it that way. Like that's how I would start. Like imagine me as like an 8th grader, just like mouthing off because of the fact that like I was being put in situations I didn't want to be put in.
Yeah. What was the bullying situation like, if you don't mind me asking?
When I came out in middle school to my family, but like no one in my like school itself, because like I didn't really like like why bother? Like none of you are gonna be my friend anyways. Like maybe 3 people I still talk to.
Yeah.
And middle school was like I never really got like hit or hurt or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't experience much of bullying because 6th grade no one bothered me. Like I was very much under the radar, and then 7th grade people like started coming at me, and
why? Like, were you even aware of? Like,
I was just feminine, I guess, and people like, you know what I mean. Kids
like
are
sensitive.
People like can sense like there's something not about you that's not the same as everyone else. So that kind of thing happened, and I got called out for it, which honestly, like, fine, whatever, that happened. And it's actually funny. I can actually remember the only person in my life who ever apologized to me for bullying me in middle school.
After the fact?
Yeah, like we were in high school. And we were like in 10th or 11th grade, and he was part of a group project. Enzo sat with me and actually told me like, oh, I'm sorry about the way I treated you in middle school. You didn't deserve that. And I was like, you good, fam.
Oh,
it's real.
God. That's sweet.
It was
like,
very sweet.
At that point, had he stopped? Like, had he matured?
Yeah, he did. He had a girlfriend. He was part of the soccer team. He was trying to get into his school. He was like a very cool guy. And he actually took the time to like say I'm sorry, and like that means a lot. Like to a gay person, that means a fucking lot. If you were a shithead to them when they were like
that's
younger.
hard to do, regardless of like sexuality.
Because you have to have the nerve to say that and understand that the reaction they're gonna have is totally like warranted.
Yeah,
like whatever reaction they have, like they deserve to have it.
Yeah,
because you were a shithead and it's your fault.
Yeah,
like, the way they are. But I took it very well because
awesome.
I wasn't ever expecting it. I just remember like halfway through 7th grade though, while being bullied, I just decided like fuck that. My dad actually, I came home crying about it, and my dad was like, he like held a mirror up to me and was like, look at this. Yeah, my dad held a mirror up to me and he said, you know, is this how you want your reactions to be remembered, or do you want to react a different way?
As you were crying?
Yeah, as I was crying. And I stopped, like immediately, I like stopped, I was like, I ain't no punk bitch. I was like, he's like, the way you talk to me and your mom is the way you're gonna talk to these goddamn kids. And I sure the fuck did.
Damn.
I sashayed my gay ass up in that middle school, and I let the girls have it. I let every boy have a piece of this attitude. I let every girl have a piece of this attitude. Everyone wanted to fight me. It was too bad, so sad. Come for me, I don't care. And I had attitude for days. I think I was just an angry kid, and I honestly like deserved it. I deserved my time. It was my time. My time now. Do you remember that? The Nicki Minaj documentary?
Oh, yes.
But yeah, it was my time, and I had it, and it was great.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think over the years I've like calmed down, and I know when and when to not be like a shithead.
Yeah.
But
you still, that's kind of, I really like that about you, that you will clock somebody like right then and there,
because
like,
it's
no breather room.
If I know it's gonna be beneficial for them, I will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna let someone like sound fucking stupid. Like, we had a coworker once say like, "Oh, that's so gay," and she doesn't really say that anymore now, does she?
No, you clocked her on it hard.
I did.
Right then and there too. See, I think I let people have too much leeway, and I'll give them a reaction that like lets them know how I feel.
Like,
but
hey,
like,
that's not appropriate. Don't do that.
Well, not even like, I'll just be like, "You're silly,"
yeah.
You know, like something like that. It's like, "You're silly," and I'll walk away or something like that, and just like distance myself from the nonsense. But like, I'll let someone be a repeat offender once they say something too like fucking fucked hard stupid. Like, I'll either just stop talking to them.
Gotta hit him with the.
Or I'll say, if I care about the person, if I honestly think the person has some sort of potential to not be a douche lord, I'll put in the effort.
Okay.
To say like, hey, you know.
Yeah.
How about this?
How about we don't do that?
Yeah. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's like not telling them to not do something, and sometimes it's telling them to do something, or put some thought and effort into their conversations instead of just spewing filth into the airwaves.
I hear you.
Yeah. Sometimes it's that, but like, a lot of the times the people that I don't do it for, it's like people that that might not deserve it.
The truest and the bluest. Look, I'm just showing the cat.
Like, Smooch, he deserves all the attention in the world and
Smooch
all the loves.
Oh,
god damn it!
You keep misgendering my cat.
It's because like the only cat I know, it's a boy. I'm just dumb.
Well, you know her now, and she's a girl.
Yeah. You're the girl. Hey, kitty girl. Hey, kitty girl.
She just wants to be in the middle.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a bend at the end of her tail.
I'm glad that was like the snap into realization. I'm glad that came from like your dad, that he was just like.
My dad and my mom. My mom was trying to console me, and my dad was like, "Fuck that," because my mom and dad have always been like really honest with me.
That's good.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of my parents' parenting was very like teaching by association. By like, don't do this because your sister did that, and that's not great. You know, this will happen to you.
I did have
blah, blah,
mistakes
blah.
To learn from. Not my mistakes, my sister's mistakes.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, I can't really have a baby. Like, not unless I really like put myself out there.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
But it had just like underlying tones of like slut shaming. Like, I literally wore like a V-neck from Urban Outfitters that was like, this is a size XL when I'm wearing it now, and it looks, I mean, it's a little boxy, but it's fine. But like, I always get my shirts large because I got a little gut, and so I don't want to be wearing skin tight clothes. Like, it's suffocating.
Sorry, that was my icebreaker. If you guys heard it, I knew we should have turned it off.
But I just don't. I feel constricted in tight clothes, and I'd rather have like flowy clothes. You know? Like not like super bohemian.
I grew up fat, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and so I feel comfortable in that stuff. But sometimes if it's like a V-neck, I ain't got the most tittylicious titties, and so I don't feel things out, and so like everything. Yeah, you can see my belly button when I bend over, and so my mom would be like, "Oh, that's so dishonest." Like,
dishonest?
Well, she said it in Spanish. She's like, "Te miras bien deshonesta."
Oh, okay.
She's fucking calling me a slut, and I'm like,
"Oh man."
And this is me in college, like my second year in college, when I could afford an Urban Outfitter shirt, like $20 shirts.
Yeah.
And so she would tell me shit like that, and I'll just be like, "I'm in a V-neck, Mom. It's a green V-neck. Stop sexualizing me. I know, right? There's nothing here."
Sorry, let me just go put my prayer robes on.
For real.
I know what you're talking about.
And so like, I like in those moments I was just like, I mean, like, I'm not in like a skin tight dress. Like, I'm not going to put more effort into being modest because it's 90 million degrees outside and I'm wearing these exact shorts and a V-neck, and you can go fuck yourself.
Those are the exact same shorts?
Probably. These are pretty old.
Wow. I wish I had pants that old.
Yeah. All of my clothes is from like 2012. Really? Yeah. Oh. I haven't bought clothes in a while. That's a lie. I bought some panda sweats the other day. when I went to the Megaplex.
Guys, Nancy is obsessed. They had panda sweats at Megaplex?
No, we went to Burlington.
Oh, okay. You would go to Burlington with Alex.
Yeah.
Without me, y'all are fake. You were down the street.
Yeah. I told him. I came. We had to do a U-turn. I was just like, Miguel lives over here, and he's just like, for real? He's so close to me. And I was just like, yeah.
Fuck Alex. I can't believe
it was an intimate situation.
It's intimate. It was intimate.
Intimate.
We can't really get into what you guys were up to, but
we bought a douche.
Okay, fine. You said it. I didn't want it. If Alex listens to this, I'm sorry, Alex. I didn't want to put your business out there, but Nancy's over here spilling tea.
We went to we had been wanting to do this field trip for a while.
Field trip.
Yeah, I told I don't know whose idea it was.
Man, we're gonna go buy a dildo.
Yeah, I don't know whose idea it was, but it was just like a few of us from like the Spanish team and Alex were just like, let's go to like the sex shop. That would be fun.
I already know who brought this idea up.
I think Connie brought it up. I think Connie did. Somebody brought it up.
Shoutouts to Connie.
And she was just like, yeah, I'm down. And a bunch of people were like, yeah, let's go. And then it kept falling. Well, we only really talked about it once, but it fell through that one time. And then yesterday, he had some plans. So he wanted to get equipment. And so we were just like,
do you know how that worked out?
Get equipment. No, I decided not to bother him because he had a 3-day weekend. Or he's having a 3-day weekend. Today's Saturday. I keep thinking it's Sunday because I had yesterday now.
It's like my Wednesday.
You need to go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I know, right? When Monday comes around, it's gonna be my Friday, and I leave early from work, so I'm just gonna be like, "Bye, everyone. Have a great Monday."
I hate you. Does that like twist you upside down? Like, does it make your weeks feel weird?
No, because I like having weekdays off, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's fucking important if you want to be a human person that does things like post office things.
Yeah. God
damn, it's so annoying.
Yeah. How often are you in the post office?
Did you hear that? I was at the post. Shane had to get his passport. So
that's right. You did it at the post office?
No, we tried, but they're like, we only take appointments in an empty ass room. There was nobody there. You could have done whatever you needed.
We gotta fire up the camera, light up, heat up a bulb.
He took his camera. You can't even take pictures at the post office anymore. You have to bring one in. We had to go to CVS and take we literally had a photo shoot at CVS because he was like, you know how Shane's hair is like kind of poofy, and so you have to show your ears.
It's jet black too.
No, it's not.
Really? It looks so
like brown.
Black.
It's like lighter than. It's a little bit lighter than mine.
I would think it's darker.
No.
Huh.
He's probably just like freshly showered every time you see
him. That's true. Every time I go over, he just has finished showering, and his hair's not dry yet.
Yeah, it looks darker.
Has he listened to this?
No.
Oh, okay. He lives it every day, so I don't see why he wouldn't. Yeah. He's seen me and you in the same room together. He knows what to expect.
Yeah. I'd be interested in what he probably wouldn't be able to get through an episode.
Maybe. I don't know.
He just wouldn't know what the fuck. What's a Kesha?
What the fuck is a Kesha? He's like Googling the entire episode. He's like, I need to sit down, so I can't be driving. I can't be at work. I have to have like an hour and a half to sit down and like Google stuff while you talk.
Yeah. He'll know who Jennifer Lopez is.
He'll know who J-Lo is.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just had to get his passport, so I went to the post office.
Okay.
But like literally had to take a whole day off to go do some bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's nice. I can see the appeal.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Just to get out of the topic of work, because oh my god. What would you recommend for a first time user?
Bottomer?
Yeah.
Bottomer Putin.
But what?
For first time bottoms, I would recommend a enema bulb. If you have to be more discreet about it, honestly, you know those little things that you use to clean out your ears, the little squishy things they use for babies too?
Yes.
When I first started bottoming, I used that to like clean out because it like got the job done if I was like in for a quickie and out.
In a pinch.
Yeah.
Just put it in.
But then I invested in an enema bulb, and honestly, those are life. Those
really?
like change the game. Yeah, just don't use hot water.
I learned that the hard way.
Fucking Christ! It's like you're shitting out beef stew. It's the worst.
Oh my god! Why would you take something so appealing?
Beef stew? How often are you getting down with some beef stew?
I mean, not often. That's why there's still appeal
My
left.
God.
Is it bad?
No, it's not bad.
Yeah,
it's just
good. Some caldo de res.
Hopefully you'll forget. Hopefully you'll forget about it by the time you have it.
I know.
Winter's a ways from here now. So.
What's it called? I never knew that was a thing.
Like douching?
I knew douching was a thing for like lady parts, which I didn't even know that was a thing until
Well,
like
it's
2 years
called
ago.
an enema.
See, I knew enemas were a thing, but
Yeah.
like for medical reasons.
Well, this one's for. It's not for business. It's for pleasure.
Have you known in the history of mankind of a bottom that had ever without?
Shot to bed?
No.
Like, yes.
Is it common courtesy to do that beforehand? I would assume so, but like, have you ever without?
It's one of those things where you know that episode of where he's like, and you know, I didn't know we were gonna have sex, but I totally douched because I totally knew we were gonna have sex.
Yeah.
Like you know, luck favors the prepared. So that's how I treat it. Like if I'm going on a date for the first time with somebody, I'm not the type of person. I'm not gonna say like I sleep on the first date because it really depends on the person. But I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, I have rules because I don't want people to like not respect me. Like if I'm vibing with somebody, they'll have that same respect for you.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you want to fuck on the first date, go for it. I'm very pro fucking on the first date if you're vibing that hard. Fine, go for it. But don't be giving ass to no one with like fuckshit tendencies. Don't do that. That's stupid. Don't do that to yourself. Like have respect for yourself in that sense.
And I think you can smell that from a mile away.
Yeah, you can, especially if you don't use the douche.
You can. We're gonna test the pee.
Did it go red?
No, but I hate you. Oh,
you're welcome.
God. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like you can smell the bullshit from a mile away, literally and figuratively, 100%.
Yeah.
Like this is why I wanted to bring the topic up. My friend asked me for dating advice, and I was like, "Girl, I've been at the game. Like, what you talking about?"
How do you How do you cuff one, Nancy?
My
cuffing
current
season is coming. Winter is coming.
My current boyfriend is my ex-boyfriend's best friend's sister's brother.
She's also white though. And like I feel like they're all interconnected. Like there's just a LinkedIn that like, you know what I mean?
A profile on LinkedIn.
They're just all connected somehow.
So like, bitch, I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like it's all in the family right now. Like I don't know. I gave her just general advice as far as like being a human being.
Deodorant.
No, not like that. Not like that. But like,
don't order something greasy.
Like literally, what we not even like dating. Like what we talked about right now. 'Cause she's like, I'm shy. I don't. Probably,
yeah. Who asks for dating advice?
Yeah, I'm probably.
There's WikiHow. I literally saw WikiHow the other day that was like, step number 5, make the decision to sink to their level.
Oh,
I'm not even kidding. It was so funny.
God.
And it's a picture of a woman with like sunglasses in her mouth and she's like,
oh my God. That's so, what the fuck was the WikiHow
I don't
about?
know. I have it on my phone.
It was just a screenshot of that step.
I have to show it to you.
Dang. But yeah, she asked me, which I think is, I mean, it's nice, you know, that she thinks that I know. I don't know.
That is really complimentary.
It's really sweet because I'm a shy person to the extent that it takes a lot for me to get out of the house to a place.
Yeah.
But once I'm in the place and I've like warmed up a little bit or had like a drink,
yeah,
I'm fine.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true.
And I don't have a hard time talking to people. And so I gave her advice in that sense. I think I kind of jumped the gun a little bit because I gave her advice on like once you're already out there or talking to somebody, because I know now it's like apps and stuff. Like, yeah. So I gave her advice. Basically,
did you tell her to get on an app?
No.
Oh, I would have.
I mean, I think
it's a great way to get your training wheels.
She kind of mentioned that she's just like, I'm just really shy and I kind of need to get over it. Oh. Yeah. So she at least is self-aware
just
that
go to bars and get drunk and make your friends leave you.
No, that's terrifying. I haven't tried to do that. I've inadvertently done that. But like I didn't leave her, but like there's been a situation.
It's easier when you smoke cigarettes, to be honest. Because you can just go outside and be like, hey, do you have a cigarette? Oh
I've done that before and I was so humbled because I got shut down. And I was just like, I thanked the guy for shutting me down because I was just like, I know you're not doing this because like I was just like, oh my God, you're not giving me a cigarette. Thank you. Because I didn't fucking smoke. I don't smoke. Yeah. I was like one of those bitches that would like go to a bar, have like a few drinks and just be like, I'm a cigarette. And
he was one of those people that was like, no, I'm saving you.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not at all. He probably just didn't want to share a cigarette, but sure. Like people will do it and then like just like how they buy you a drink, like force you to talk to them or like and debt you to them.
I love when people buy you drinks and you just leave. You're
I've-
like, thanks. I'm gonna go to
I've-
my real friends now. Thanks for admiring.
I've never
like and
been...
subscribe.
Smash that like button.
Because you're not smashing anything else, bitch.
I've never had the opportunity to present itself to do that.
To curve somebody.
Yeah, but I have
So great.
asked somebody. Someone asked me to buy me a drink, and I was just like, "Well, if you buy me the drink, am I gonna be forced to talk to you for a few minutes?" And
I remember this.
And
you told me about this.
Yeah, and this is in Houston
Okay.
somewhere, and he's just like, "Well, you could just talk to me," and I was like, "I mean, are you gonna buy me the drink?" And I was like, "Because I'm at the bar. You're asking to buy me a drink at the bar. I obviously have money to buy my own drink. I'm at the bar." And so when we started talking like that, like that was like its own
threw
icebreaker.
him in the lion's pit.
Yeah. And so like that's the thing. It's like you have to have that a slight ability of like confidence to just be like,
and
even
not just like immediately start sweating as soon as someone approaches you.
Yeah,
as soon as someone walks in your direction.
Yeah, and not in a negative way. Like I didn't mean that maliciously.
Yeah,
I was just like, I mean, if I feel like I don't want to talk to you, am I going to be forced to talk to you? Yeah, she's pretty.
Okay. Well, I mean, all you have to do is just get drunk at any bar and like just make your friends move around the bar with you a lot.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't think she was looking for like techniques. I think she was just really like trying to overcome her shyness. So it was like on a personal level. I think she just used the boy thing or like the dating thing to just like segue. I mean, maybe
I have just social anxiety in general.
Maybe I interpreted it that way because she did position it in the way of like, I want to bang some dudes, bro.
Yeah. And
so I was just like, the things that I ended up advising her on were like literally just being honest and making it, not making it seem, because that makes it seem like you're faking it, but like genuinely being interested in what the other person is talking about. Okay. And something else. Oh, being like vulnerable. And I think that's like once you're actually talking to somebody that you're interested.
Yeah.
Just like letting yourself be available to just be like, this is who I am. Like vulnerable to just like letting people know who you are. Because if you're not sure who
establish
you are,
that like right then and there.
Yeah, because if you're not,
I have crippling anxiety and I love the sun.
Yeah.
Like,
because that's
hit him with that there. Don't let it come out date number 3.
Yeah, because if you're like, or like months or years later, like that's the worst. Because like if that's the thing is like if you're not sure who you are already, it's hard to navigate to that, and that's an easy way to get into a relationship if that's what you want ultimately. To get in a relationship with someone who's not suitable for you.
Yeah.
Or someone who's actually not that into you. So that's hard. That was my advice, but I thought about it later on and I was just like, well, you actually have to meet somebody first to do that. And so like not like in an ugly way, but like you have to put yourself in a position to where like you said, like go somewhere and meet a person. And whether that's an app or that's an actual location, like you have to, that's the part that I struggle with.
Yeah.
And so that's hard.
No, I get what you mean. It is kind of difficult at first, but honestly, my truest, most foolproof method in dealing with crippling social anxiety, because hey, winner chicken dinner.
I know. Present.
I am the Miss America of social anxiety. Because I love staying at home.
And you would,
if I could work from here, I would.
Yeah.
But
100%. Homebody.
Yeah, my advice would be to just, if you're going to be out in public, if you're going to be at a bar, get drunk enough to where you lose this much of your inhibitions, because that is the sweet spot that gets conversation rolling with strangers. You won't be afraid because you'll be oblivious, but you'll still have enough sense to know when someone's like being disrespectful or not respecting your privacy and space.
Yeah.
So I would say get like 1 or 2 shots in you, a vodka Sprite.
Yeah.
That's like that bitch drink at a bar. That's how you know someone's getting drunk, if they're like, "Can I have a vodka Sprite?"
That's me. It's not my signature drink though.
I do vodka soda because I just want vodka,
It's
but I
just
don't want to
hydrating.
sound like that weird.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, "Can I just have like a full glass of vodka so I never have to see you again?"
Oh my god. I brought my own mixers.
Yeah. I brought my own oranges, thanks. My boyfriend's peeling an apple in the back. I just need a glass of vodka. Do you have any pickles?
These are actually grapefruits.
Yeah. I BYOD'd.
Oh my god. I love that. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is with her specifically, she's not a big drinker.
Okay.
I mean, she'll smoke and she'll like let her guard down a little bit, but she's just like she's a shy person. I've been that person before where like I'll have like 3 drinks in me, and I'll be like tipsy, and I'll just like talk to anybody for
Yeah.
whatever, and we'll be like trying to
Who
get.
does this person go out with though? I mean, like obviously don't go out alone because that's really like it makes it hard for people to approach you if you're by yourself. But
Well,
also
she wouldn't meet anybody like at a bar. I don't think. I mean, maybe
not even at a club though.
Oh yeah, like people will come up to her,
Yeah.
but she'll just be like, "I'm here with my friends."
Okay.
I do that too. Just like
yeah. But I mean, like that's
here
the
with my
thing.
friends.
You have to like make the time to invest in like getting to learn,
Yeah.
like and know people.
And I'm thinking like just my
have a club night where you're like, I'm gonna make a friend.
when yeah, exactly. When I followed up with her the next day, I had thought that I was like, oh shit, I kind of jumped too far ahead, and I was just like, you should practice just talking to people. And I was thinking like eliminating the sexual aspect, the attractiveness aspect will probably be even better practice to just be like, I want to talk to this person and I have no advantage to this situation. Like I'm literally not going to benefit
just
anything
person
of
to
it.
person, cheek
It's
to
just
cheek.
yeah, I'm just talking to this person to try to get to know them, and it's only going to help you do that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
that's respectable.
Yeah, and then you might get laid.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
if you play your cards right.
Because I mean, she's cool enough to be my pal.
She's cool enough to be your pal.
she's a dope chick.
Okay.
Yeah.
A dope chick, you say? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll respect that. Does she have a name? Can you say her name?
Her name is Kim.
Just Kim?
I mean, it's Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Yeah.
Kimberly.
She's my homie.
Kim.
Yeah.
That's cute. I like that name. I only knew one Kim growing up, and she was a huge hoe, so that's good to know that there's like a cool Kim out there. Well, I know another Kim, like Kim, but she's like somewhat pretentious.
Kim from Power Rangers.
Oh, really?
She is the Kimberly from Power Rangers. She's
You're a fucking liar.
I think we had a really good conversation.
Wait, can we circle back though? Before thanks. So just to recap, I like Beyonce a lot. So does Nancy. Trump is a fucking asshole, and no. Kesha came back, and I'm happy about it. Jennifer Lopez still can't sing,
but can she dance?
No, not really.
She has old school moves.
She really does. She does. She's really old, but
we love you.
We love her.
We love you, J-Lo.
Not to be ageist, girl, but I mean, like, cool, thanks. What else? Oh, and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone to get to know a new person. Maybe you'll get fucked in the process. And being gay is okay.
It's a-okay.
It's a-okay. That was stupid. I'm sorry.
And on that note, we had a live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know.
The whole first half of this video, I'm going to be staring at my laptop.
Yeah, for real.
That's okay, though, because I just wanted to interact with my friends.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the glow up. Thank you, Miguel, for the glow up.
You're welcome, Miguel.
What? It'll only get better.
How do you
feel about the it only gets better, or
it gets better thing? I think it's played out, and it gets worse before it gets better.
Thank you. On that note, our first 2 episodes are available on YouTube,
iTunes, SoundCloud,
and SoundCloud. Yeah,
the cloud of sound.
The cloud of sound. And watch them wherever you will. We'll have some live streams every once in a while just to keep it fresh, for some BTS.
Because some of my friends are fuckshit types and they don't listen to the podcast on iTunes.
And also, just don't do fuckshit stuff.
Yeah, don't do that.
And if you do fuckshit stuff, just be aware of it.
Be self-aware of your fuckshitness.
Yeah.
And your ain't shitness.
Yeah. And don't come at people that don't do fuckshit stuff with your fuckshit stuff.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Just don't.
You can come for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but you can't come at me with that fuckshit stuff.
Yeah.
But what else?
I hate you. I love the recap. Can we do that every episode?
We should try. I mean, at least with what we can remember. Because I'm certain we left at least 3 things out.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with my memory loss.
Yeah.
Are you? Vitalis. that was a medicine ad. For memory loss.
Can you please sponsor us just so we can mention
I don't know if that's a real thing. I would hope that there's.
Can you take your Vitalis with your red Gatorade?
I always take my Vitalis with that red Gatorade. Vitalis is not a real drug. I'm sorry if you think it is. I just made it up.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, stop! I thought
If it is a real thing,
I thought it was real. I thought it
No.
was like an erectile dysfunction thing.
no, that's Cialis.
Oh, okay.
That's probably where I got it, honestly. It's in the back of my mind. I just wanted to use a version of that.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching the Scrambled podcast.
Yeah.
I hope you liked it. I hope you were able to keep track. And you,
Yeah.
if you missed like 5 seconds, you missed an entire tangent. So
Exactly.
get it together, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Jesus Christ. Vitality. I could have. No. What? No.
What?